Well, here we are. It's the 7th of the month, and we have several properties that haven't paid their rent yet. So what do we do to encourage them to pay their rent? Well, after the third day, there is a $100 late fee. Then after that, every day they're late, it's an additional charge. We don't charge them anything, then there's no reason for them to make the payment until they get around to it. But on the 10th day, we, depending on the situation, we look at whether or not we're going to post a 3-day notice. And with the 3-day notice, it is written into the lease that if we have to start the eviction process, it's a $75 charge to the tenant. So basically, we have to send somebody out to the property and post that, and that $50 or $75 to us. So we're going to pass that along to the tenant if we're able to come to an agreement that allows them to stay. So if we feel like we're not going to get the rent by the 14th, we are starting the eviction process. And at that point, we actually file officially with the county that we are going to go to proceed with the eviction on this tenant. And then, it takes a couple more weeks after that before we can get to eviction court. And then they can give them several weeks to a month to get to vacate the property. So we could, quickly become 2 or 3 months into this process with no rent paid before we actually get our property back. And then, of course, who knows what condition we're going to get it in, how long it's going to take us to get it rent ready for the next tenant, and how much that cost is going to be. So we could be 3, 4, 5 months into a property, a vacancy, once that process starts before we actually start getting paid again.